Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of this Manchester United rebuild series. In the last episode you saw us setting the game up and looking what is all new and different, and also we had a live game against Ajax. In this episode we'll be taking a deeper dive into the tactics, and we'll also have a look at how the staff works in this year's game. However, before we do that, let's have a look how we did since last episode. In last episode, we lost against Ajax. After that friendly, we played 3 more friendlies, of which we won 2 and we lost 1. Then the Premier League started, and the first game was against Arsenal. We were behind, but we came back in the 59th minute with a goal from Benjamin Sesko. My goal against the big teams is to at least go for a draw. Let's make sure we don't lose, and then we can win against the smaller teams. And that is exactly what we did. We went away to Fulham, beat them 1-2. We got behind very early in the game, the first minute, by Emile Smith-Rowe, but Barcola and Cunha made sure that we got away with the win. After that, Derby, an away game, and they were the better team for most of the game, but unfortunately we didn't lose and we got away with the victory, which meant that we are proceeding in the Carabao Cup. After that, a very comfortable 3-0 win, Benjamin Sesko bagging 3 goals, which meant that he has scored his first hat-trick in the Premier League. After a deep dive into the tactics and the staff in this episode, I'll be doing a live commentary of the Manchester City game, so if you're curious about how that game may go, please stick around to the end. Alright, so last episode you saw that we started with a tactic which I made, and it didn't quite work for the first 2 friendlies. So I went online, I asked in the forums, and I got 2 tactics which I will post the links of below, which really helped us play a lot better. The first one is the Brilliant Beta, and the second one is the one that I'm actually using. It's the GIR Black Panther. No credit to me. I'm going to put the link into the description to the video of the guy who made it, and you can all give him your thanks, because this tactic is absolutely fantastic so far. So like I said before, if you wanna see the in-depth video of this tactic, please go and visit the link of the guy who made it. I didn't, I just took it and I made some adjustments, but as you can see, here are the roles and here are the players that I'm putting in each position. Of course, when I change this around, probably Fernandes is going to play more in the advanced role and Cunha is not going to play here, but will probably play Mainu or any other defensive minded midfielder, because I do like the 2 DM block, which we also had in Football Manager 24. As for the team instructions, you'll see here how it works in possession and out of possession. You'll see here all the instructions, which are basically the same from Football Manager 24, but it seems to be working quite well. One thing I would recommend, if you're playing a big team away from home, don't put it on attacking. Attacking is really something you should use against the smaller teams. If you're playing away from home and you feel like you have the worst team, go cautious or go positive, whether you think you can kind of make the play. Against Manchester City, I'll probably be playing positive or cautious, and I won't ever go attacking. But attacking is very good with this tactic if you're playing against teams who you can dominate. We're always talking about tactics, but one thing to remember also is that the happiness of your players also really helps to make them perform better. As you can see, most of my players are happy. Just one that's content. That's because I tried to sell Zirkzee, but he will come around as well eventually if he just gets some playing time. The way to make them feel better is whenever they train well or they perform very well in a game, you just click on the guy, go to actions, go to interactions, and praise him for his training or his last game. It might not always help to improve it immediately, but sometimes you'll see his body language change from positive to something better. So for example, we have Benjamin Sesko here. We'll say, you've done really well in training. He says, I appreciate your positive work, thanks. And what could happen is that his body language or his happiness will improve. Let's also try it with someone else, for example Casemiro, who's currently very happy. Go to interactions, praise him from last game. See, I thought you were at a creative best in our last match. he says he didn't play well. That can also happen, it's a good example. Then we'll just say, I think we're done here if there's nothing else to discuss. You really need to make sure that whenever you're telling this to a player, they actually play well and they performed well in training. Otherwise you'll get something like this, that he's saying, I think you're wrong. Let's move on to the staff. Something that might not feel important to most of you, but something that I do tend to spend a lot of time on setting it up. Because I feel like good coaches will make your players develop better. And also it will keep injuries out of your team, and whenever you have them, they will disappear a lot quicker. In this year's FM, they've actually tried to hide the staff very well, but if you click on club and then right here go to staff, it will open this little screen. If you then go to club staff, you'll find all the members of your staff that are currently in the club, and then if you also go to coaching team, recruitment team, medical team, you can see more in detail who are currently at your club. As you can see, our staff isn't really filled in well, so that's what I'm going to be doing right now. What I first look for are goalkeeping and fitness coaches because they're the easiest to find. I've already filled those in, so if we go to coaching staff, you'll see here that we've got 3 fitness coaches and we've got 4 goalkeeping coaches. I think those are good numbers. 4 goalkeeping coaches, 3 fitness coaches is good enough. Then the other roles we can fill with just general coaches. For the sake of this example, I'm going to have a look at the physios, because I feel like the physios is also a very important part. Whenever your player is injured, how quickly he can return to playing football again. So let's have a go. We go to medical team. You'll find all the physios here, the head physios and the normal ones. If you click on each character, you now don't have numbers anymore in Football Manager 24. You had numbers from 1 to 20 indicating how good they are. Now you have good, very good, elite, etc, etc. The most important thing about the physio is their physiotherapy. So as you can see here, it's just good. Then if we go back, and unfortunately it doesn't go back to the right screen, we go back to medical team again and we click on Andy Cavely and we'll see also good. So I will just go through all of these guys, have a look at how good they are, and then I will go and search for medical team members which are potentially better than what I already have. So as we've just seen, everybody is good or very good. So we wanna make sure that if we bring someone in, they're better than just that. But how do we find better physios than what we currently have? Well, we go to recruitment, staff database, and then you'll find this screen. I've already edited it, so if you go to edit search, you'll see that I haven't filled in any staff roles, but for attributes I filled in physiotherapy at least elite. I did that because the game is telling me for physios, physiotherapy is the most important and the only important attribute. I click on elite, click on apply, and now I'll have an overview with all physios in the game who are elite at physiotherapy. As we've just seen, elite is a lot better than what I currently have in my club. So what I would prefer to do is to find one head physio who can take over from my current head physio, and also find 6 more physios who can take over of the current physios. So that's what I'll be doing right now. I'll take you with me by getting these guys in. Firstly, I go and I click wages, and then you'll see who are still not contracted by a club. That is very important because if they're not contracted by a club, it means that we don't have to pay a fee. So I prefer to bring these guys in instead of these guys who are on big wages, which we have to pay a lot for. So for example now, I want to bring Simeon Unger in. I click on his name, I go to actions, and as you can see, physiotherapy elite. I click approach design, and as you can see, he wants some wages, but of course we don't have to pay anything to a different club. His wages might be a little bit higher, but that's okay to me. I go to 1500, maybe a little bit lower, suggested terms, and let's see if we can negotiate a deal. 1400 a week, finalize the deal, and Simeon Unger will come in very shortly. I'm now going to do that with 5 other physios and another head physio. So we have now found everyone that we want to bring in. If you go to staff shortlist, you'll find everyone that is coming in. What is now left to do is to fire everyone that we currently have in the club as a physio to make room for the next physios. For me, this is very important because this means that if we get an injury, we can at least treat it a lot better since all of our staff is elite in physiotherapy. So here we are, all our physios that we currently have. I'm going to terminate a contract. 110, 850, 130, 90, 130 and 75. All the physios are gone and we'll just need to wait a couple of days for the next physios to come in. Because of work permits, our physios will be coming in after this game. But anyway, the game against Manchester City. Sam Lammers in goal, Dallo and Shaw on the flank, Joro and De Ligt in the middle together with Casemiro and Ugarte just in front of them. Barcola and Matthäus on the left and right, Fernandes as our advanced midfielder and of course Sesko as our striker. On the bench, Maguire, Mount, Amat, Mazuri, Dorgu, Zirkzee, Hel, Apo, Mainu, and of course we still don't have Martinez and Bueno because they're still out for about 6 weeks. Anyway, this team is who's going to do it against City. Game has started. Let's go, Manchester United. As you can see, I've put the tactic on cautious, but I think we can do better. Let's put it to positive and let's see if we can actually make something of this game. Highlight in the game, Doku takes the ball, he's very far back, but what a pass to Savinho. Crazy. He just breezes past the defender. I don't know how he does that. Seems to be a recurring theme that the wingers just breeze past the wingbacks. Once again, just breezes past Foden in a very good position, but misses. Oh, they were so lucky there. Second highlight, and Matthijs de Ligt has the ball. What's he gonna do with it? We've been playing some okay football. It's not too great, but it could be a lot worse. At least we're not down yet. Casemiro, great ball against Cunha. Take it, put it in. Yes, let's go. Manchester United 1, Manchester City 0. Great ball by Casemiro, great finish by Cunha. Oh, the Brazilian link. Whew. That helps. 0-1 lead, Manchester United. Look at that ball. Great touch by Cunha also. Insane. Great football. Next highlight starts with Matheus Cunha who puts it in. A big cross, but it doesn't reach anyone. Barcola on the ball now. What's he gonna do? Puts it to Shaw. Breezes pass, man. That's what they do. Yeah, breeze pass. Good Shaw. What a room. Cunha on the ball with the header. Oh, into the side netting. Unlucky. Good football. Another highlight. This time City on the ball. Stones to Diaz. A high ball to Matt O'Reilly who came in for Nathan Ake since he has gotten injured unfortunately for City. Cunha takes the ball from Foden but then loses it again. What's this? Come on, take him on. Haaland, he doesn't miss. Oh, I guess he's human after all, huh? Free kick United. Fernandes. Behind the ball, what's he gonna do? Hits it at goal. Just straight away, that's ballsy, but good save by Donnarumma. Don't know if the corner will also be the highlight. It will. So Shaw is going to take it. He signals with 2 arms but puts it on the head of Stones. Barcola is very close. Why does no one take him on? Donnarumma with the save. Fernandes forgets to shoot and Casemiro shoots against a City player. Oh, what a chances we are getting there. The highlight continues though, but stops when Dallo takes the ball on. Just before halftime. And we get another highlight. City are dangerously close to our goal, but Shaw intercepts the ball. Very well done. What is that though? Sesko, can you get to it? Yes, you can quite. Okay, Ugarte, Casemiro. What is that ball? Man, what is that? No. Oh, terrible football. Oh, just before halftime also. We're playing very well and then this just happens. Haaland also getting an assist for his own goal. I don't know what happened there. That was a terrible pass from Casemiro. Casemiro, and then Joro also just falls over the ball. And you shouldn't give those chances to Haaland because he will convert. 1-1. Damn, that sucks. So halftime and we're 1-1. If you look at the stats, we're playing pretty good football. We can keep up with City. Of course they have more of the ball, but we're playing quite well. That goal against wasn't really deserved that much because we just made a mistake ourselves. But let's hope that the second half can also be good for us. If we have a look at the tactic, I might take off Casemiro around the 60th minute since his condition is quite low, and maybe I will also take off Fernandes and Sesko since they're not really performing. I would rather take off Sesko first and keep Fernandes on because I know he's class, but I'm just considering maybe changing it around a bit. A highlight to us, hopefully. Shaw on the ball, passes it to Casemiro. Put better passes in Casemiro, like I expect a lot better from you. Casemiro to De Ligt. There's a lot of room to your right. De Ligt, what are you doing? You could see that coming. Bernardo Silva with the ball. What's going to happen? Haaland, he will put that in. What is happening? What are these individual mistakes? That is so frustrating. 60th minute, and I think it's time for some changes. The second half has really not been our half. As you can see, City are just dominating us. Let's see what kind of changes we could potentially make. Casemiro is just done for this game. He needs to come off. Let's see if we either bring in Mount or Menu. Let's do Mount. He's a little bit more attacking wise focused. Sesko is having a terrible game. Let's bring Zirkzee on, and also Fernandes is just not playing the game we would like him to see. Let's put Cunha in that advanced midfielding position, and let's put in Amat, which I think would be a good change. And then also last change, Matthijs de Ligt just not having a great game. Bring him off, put Harry Maguire in. Let's see if these changes can turn it around for us. Highlight for, it seems, Manchester City. Foden just comes through, Euro clears it. Can Zirkzee get to it? Yeah, but he can't really do anything with it. City are just a lot better. I've just tried to take off Shaw for Dorgu, just to bring some new energy on those wings. Let's see what happens here. A bad reflection means it's in front of Bernardo Silva's feet, and he puts it in 3-1. We were playing well in the first half, but now it's just been very, very sad. VAR checking. Is it actually in? It is awarded. Unlucky. Next highlight, although I don't feel like they're going to be our highlights, since we've just not been playing a lot. I don't think we've got any XG chances in this second half. Zirkzee is just too late. Rodri passes it to Savinho. Savinho is going to probably breeze past everyone and just puts it in. The first half we were very competitive, but now you see that Manchester United is just lacking so much quality compared to a team as Manchester City. 4-1, Savinho puts it in. Let's just end this game as quickly as possible, please. 4-1 to City. We gave them 2 chances and they just convert them into 2 quick goals, which meant that in the end we were not standing any chance. They had a much better XG. We didn't have any possession. We played okay in the first half. Second half was trash. But hey, you can't always perform like you want to. What a game, what a game. Last thing I want to show you is that all our physios have now come in. So as you can see, we filled all the physio slots and they had physio slots again. So you can see if we go to overview, elite physiotherapy, and probably if we go to all of these guys, they'll have elite physiotherapy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. If you've enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. If you have anything that you want to see more in these videos, please let me know down in the comments below and I'll have a look at it. For now, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and I hope to see you in the next episode.